Alright guys, today we're going to talk a little bit about percent applications, and you'll have to do a few word problems that involve these. Okay, so the first thing I want you to know is how to set up these word problems. So when you're translating word problems involving percents, you'll most likely end up with an equation that looks something like this. Okay, it will have your percent times an original number. Okay, so percent times original number, and that will equal a new number. And what will happen is that it will provide you two of these pieces of information. For example, I might give you original number and new number, and you'll have to figure out percent. Or any combination, it will give you two, and then you will have to find the unknown. Okay, so let's go ahead and start on this first example here. It says the music room has 100 chairs. There are 35 people in the room, and each of them is sitting in a chair. What percent of the chairs are filled? Okay, so once again we want to look at our percent times original number equals new number, and we want to go ahead and plug in all those pieces of information. Okay, so down here it says what percent of the chairs are filled. So that you're wanting to find what the percent is. So you have not found what that percent is. So it's your unknown right now. And we want to multiply that by your original number. Okay, so originally you were given that there were 100 chairs in the choir or the music room. Okay, and our new number was that we found 35 people in the room, and each of them are sitting in a chair. We want to know what percent is sitting in a chair. Okay, so if we rewrite that, we have 100x equals 35. And this is similar to what we did yesterday. So we'll divide each side by 100. Okay, and x will give you 0.35, or 35%. Okay, so that is the first one. You just have to plug it into your little formula that we've given, and whatever the variable is, or the percent, or whatever it happens to be that's the unknown, go ahead and plug in an x for that. Alright, let's try another one. This one says Andre ate 2,000 calories in one day. 35% of his calories came from fat. How many calories came from fat? Okay, so obviously our variable, our unknown, is going to be our new number. Okay? It's going to be our new number. We're given a percentage. We're given an old number of how many calories that he eats per day. So we're going to simply plug that in. So we got 0.35 times 2,000 equals our unknown. Okay? So if we go ahead and multiply those two numbers, 0.35 times 2,000, that gives us that x equals 700. So in one day, 30% of Andre's calories came from fat, so 700 calories came from fat. So if you read it, 700 calories is 35% of his 2,000 calorie diet. That makes sense. Okay, so that's probably a reasonable answer there. Okay, the next big topic we're going to talk about is discounts. And discounts is something that you truly can use in your everyday life. You will always use discounts. Okay, so I want you to take a second and get the following down real quick. Okay, your formula for finding a discount is always in your problem to take the percent that they give you times the original cost. Okay, then right when you find what that discount is, you're going to take the original price and you're going to subtract the discount that you found. Okay, so your discount equals percent times cost, and then you're going to take your original price that they gave for the project or product, and you're going to subtract out the discount that you just found. Okay, so make sure you go ahead and take a look at this and make sure you have the formula written down. Okay, so let's take a look at a few examples. Before we take a look at the examples, I got a quick joke for you. What do you call a guy with no arms and no legs sitting behind a news desk? Think about it. Think about it. Justin. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed that. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at our first example here. Okay, admission to the museum is $8. Students receive a 15% discount. How much is the discount? Okay, so remember we wanted to take our discount equals percent. We found that our percent is 0.15, and we're going to multiply that by our price, which of course is $8. So on your calculator, if you multiply that out, 0.15 times 8 gives us $1.20. And then to find our total price, remember you take your original price and you subtract out your discount. And that $1.20 is the amount you have off of the price. So if you have $8 and you subtract out your discount, which was $1.20, that of course gives you $6.80. Okay, so discount can really be used in everyday life. It's a very valuable skill for you to have. Okay, let's try a few more. Okay, it says Eclipse is now out in paperback. We're talking about the Twilight book. Eclipse is now out in paperback. Borders offers it for 30% off the list price of $12.99. What is the discount? Okay, so once again, we want to take our discount, which is 30%, and we want to multiply that by our original price. So let's take 30% as a decimal, and let's multiply that by the original price of $12.99. So if we type that in our calculator, that would give us $3.89. Let's round it to $3.90 here. Okay, so this, what we just found, is the amount that we're going to have off the book. Okay, since we know that the book originally cost $12.99, we can of course subtract out that discounted amount. And if we type that in our calculator, 12.99 minus $3.90, that gives you $9.09. Okay, so there's that. Let's do one or two more here. Okay, it says the pink hair color you bought at you tried over the weekend actually turned orange. So you went to Sally's and bought this color fix for $3.99. So there's your price for your hair color. And your Sally's card got you 10% off of that price. Okay, so we know the hair color costs $3.99. And we're going to multiply that by our discounted rate. Okay, so if you type in $3.99 times 10%, that gives you 39.9 cents off, but of course you can't have that amount off, so you have 40 cents off for your discounted rate. Okay, and then if we take our original price, our $3.99, and minus our discount, and type that in your calculator, that will give you $1 and, excuse me, not $1. Of course it doesn't want to erase. $3.59. Okay, sorry about that. $3.59 would be your final cost. Okay, I want you to go down here. I want you to look at this example about Hollister, and I want you to find out what that skirt would cost after a 68% discount. Okay, if you would like to work with a partner right next to you, that's fine, but let's take the next 2 minutes and look at this problem. Have a good one.